In this video, I am going to be showing you how to build an insurance agency, a step-by-step guide to exactly how I did it. As always, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. I put the best final expense life insurance content out that is on YouTube right now. Subscribe, like my channel. So I'm going to show you step-by-step on how you can build an insurance agency. Stay tuned. Okay, the first step to building an insurance agency, number one, you got to learn sales. Right? Because the progression is like this. It goes from sales, you learn marketing, preferably both at the same time. Then you build a sales team by teaching other people how to sell. You have to market to find them, and then you have to teach other people how to sell. Then you build a team, and then you build multiple sales teams. So the first step to building an insurance agency is knowing sales. You have to get sales down. Now listen, you don't have to be a top producer, but it's very, very important that you do get sales down. So how do you learn sales? Number one, watch my channel. Watch my YouTube channel, watch other people's channels. There's so many insurance agent channels out there that can provide you a ton of education for free, totally free. Okay. Also, there are paid courses. One course that I really like is Cardone University. That's where I learned sales off of, Cardone University, and I sold cars. So I learned sales before getting into the insurance industry. I never got into the insurance industry to be an agent, never once. I was never like, I'm going to be a career agent. It was, I'm going to build a business out of this. I'm going to build an agency. So you got to get sales down. I would say sell for at least 6 months to a year before you move into building a team or an agency. So you can get it down, learn the ins and outs of the business, learn the ins and outs of the carriers, the underwriting, stuff like that. So you want to get that down, and you want to write down everything that you do to have a successful week. Like I said, you don't have to be like top producer. Just because someone can sell a lot doesn't mean that they can build a big business. So number one, get down sales. Number two, you're gonna wanna learn marketing. So marketing and advertising, really. Because in order to grow fast, especially when you're new, no one knows who you are. So you have to build up that name. You have to build up a brand. Okay, you can market your brand, okay, and you can advertise for positions to work with you or for leads, whatever. But you have to learn marketing and advertising. If you stay tuned at the end of this video, a video is going to pop up that says how to build final expense Facebook leads. So you can use that video to build ads to generate leads, right? And then you could sell them or give them to your downlines once you do recruit, or you can use it to find downlines and find agents by setting up ads for recruiting. You want to learn what telemarketing leads are. You want to learn what direct mail leads are, preferably like really good sources for those, because when you bring agents in, leads are the lifeblood of any agency. And you want to be independent. Like you want to be able to have your own source of leads or work with an IMO that has really good leads. Like we have amazing leads that we generate in-house for our agents, and we give them to our agents. If you're out there buying your own leads, you're going to want to learn how to generate your own. Okay, you're going to want to learn the different sources, the different types of leads. You're going to want to work the different ones to see what's better for what people. So you're going to want to learn Facebook. You're going to want to learn Google SEO. Okay, you're going to want to learn how SEO works. If you have an SEO website up for leads, boom, that's like printing money. You're going to want to learn how to build a YouTube channel and how to market yourself on social media. You're going to want to know how to learn job board, okay? So you can pay to find people to work with you through recruiting on Indeed, ZipRecruiter, Facebook, LinkedIn, stuff like that. So the way it works with marketing and advertising is that advertising, the paid ads, it's a quick return, right? You pay to put an ad up, someone clicks on the link, and you get a pretty quick return on it. That's advertising. The marketing aspect, where you're building a brand and consistently posting on social media, putting out good content that will help people learn how to do what you did, that is a longer term play. It's much better, right? It's much better for building a brand, but you have to advertise that first. You have to put some money in the game. Now, there are some warning things too. So when you go to build a team, you're gonna want to have capital, okay? You have to have some capital or some credit cards. You're gonna spend money. You're gonna have chargebacks that are gonna roll up to you. There's gonna be costs involved. It costs a lot of money. It's a risk. Do not take advice from anybody in any IMO who tells you to just, go build a team, it's easy. It is not. You're gonna go through a lot of people. You're gonna have to go spend extra hours. You're gonna be working a long time. You're gonna make a lot of sacrifices to build this up. But you're building a business. Yes, it's a lot of sacrifice up front, but it's way worth it in the long term. So after you learn marketing, right, and you get your advertising and marketing down, and hey, you know what? I would find a good mentor too. Pay a mentor to help guide you through the process. Then you're going to want to build a team. So we got sales down, we got marketing down, and advertising, right? Because those are the two cornerstones of a business. You have to market to find people and advertise to find people, and you have to sell. And recruiting an insurance agent is just like selling a policy. It's a sale. You have to sell someone on the position. Hey, why am I going to take the chance in a full commission position? I'm comfortable with my $50,000, $60,000 a year. That's totally okay. But you have to convince someone why it's good to get into a full commission position. So it is a sale. Okay, you're going to want to look into hiring an assistant as well, because there's a lot of back-end paperwork with contracting, licensing, stuff like that. When you're building a team, your priority is your people's production. Okay, you're going to be transitioning away from your personal production. Yes, you're going to take a hit financially. I grew very fast because I completely sacrificed personal production and put it 100% into my team. I over-recruited. I recruited a ton of people. I went through training. I pounded the pavement every single day. So you're going to want to hire an assistant to help with interviews, to help with the licensing and contracting process, to help with advertising and marketing systems. So as you're going through this stuff, you want to write down everything that you're doing that maybe you can pay someone else to do. Yes, an assistant costs money, but you know what costs more money? You not hiring one. Because when you hire an assistant, they replace your time. Okay, so if you can pay someone $15, $16, $17 an hour for you to do something that's making you $60 to $100 to $150 an hour, you're making out. And you can write it off on taxes. Okay, so look, pay an assistant. Hire an assistant to take care of that stuff. My assistant handles a lot of the back-end stuff for contracting and licensing. She handles the hiring, some recruiting. She runs interviews all throughout the day. I taught her how to run interviews so that I can be there helping my agents make sales all day long. Training and sales. And being a good leader too. So I'm leading people through their day. As you're building a team, to save time, you're going to want to have group interviews. Okay, so what that means is you invite a bunch of people to attend an interview. You want to structure out your interview. It's like an opportunity meeting, you'd call it, right? So what you want to talk about is what the position entails, okay? What the expectations of them will be, what the expectations they can have of you as a leader, and what you're going to give them, what you're going to provide for them, what the company is going to provide for them or the IMO, what they can make. You want to break down the pay structure or the compensation plan, the renewals, residuals. You want to show all that to people, and you want to set it up in a way that sells the position, okay? So you want to build up to that. You want to show them a clear path on how they can make $100,000 a year. You don't want to guarantee that they will, because most likely they won't, right? $100,000 profit. But you want to show them a path on how they can get there, okay? And show them what the renewals look like, okay? Ask them what their goals are. Show them how they can accomplish it. Some people don't want to make $100,000. They're cool at 60. So ask them what their goals are. Ask them what they want to make. Ask them how much they want to make. Make sure you get a commitment up front for them too. You're going to want to get hooked up with a good pre-licensing course. So I would reach out to the people at Excel Solutions, XCEL Solutions. And if you want, just let me know. I can get you connected with them. And what they can do is they can get you a discount code, so that when you hire someone, you can give that to them for the licensing course. But back to the interview, the way it looks like is this. You have a bunch of people apply on a job board. You call them, or you have your assistant call them and invite them to a group opportunity meeting. You say, look, there's one at 9 a.m. on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then 6 p.m. on Tuesday, Thursday. So you have them book the interview. I use Calendly. Calendly is really good. It sends Calendly.com. It sends automated reminders to attend the meeting. A bunch of people come to the meeting. It's on Zoom. So we do a group Zoom meeting. And then I bring them through the details of the position, and I try to sell it to a group of people. And then at the end of that, I say, hey, which of you is interested? And I have them text me their name, their number, and their email, or obviously their number, but their name and their email. From there, I set up one-on-one interviews where I get a deeper commitment. I talk to them a little bit more, figure out what's important to them, why they're looking to get new insurance, what their commitments are, maybe how I can help them accomplish their goals and what they want to accomplish. So it goes job board, group meeting, one-on-one interview. Job board, group meeting, one-on-one. Job board, group meeting, one-on-one. And then everybody who wants to do it, I send them the link that I have for the pre-licensing course. You all took a licensing course to get started in insurance. So the reason why I'd say reach out to Excel Solutions is because they can give you a discount code. So the course is normally like $200. They can give you a discount code to get it down to whatever price. And then when you have your own discount code, don't use your upline, get your own. You can track the people's progress. You're going to get emailed a report every day that will show you their progress. You want to be transparent about the position too. Let them know it's going to take some sacrifice. Let them know it's not easy. Okay. Let them know that, hey, yeah, it's a challenge, but it's very, very rewarding. And you're going to want to follow up with all those people in the licensing course. Remember, I'm telling you how to build a team here. You're going to want to follow up with all those people who are taking the pre-licensing course once or twice a week. So you're going to get an email report every morning from Excel Solutions, and it's going to show you the course status. So they're going to say 27% complete, or 69% complete, or 80% complete, or whatever. And then you can follow up with them from there. Okay, say, hey, great job on your course progress. Or if they're kind of lagging behind, it'll tell you the last time they logged in too. Say, hey, look, maybe you should like kind of get onto it. Is anything happening? What's going on? Call them too. You can call them, be like, hey, I see you haven't signed into your course for a few days. Just wanted to make sure everything was okay. Usually it's not people being lazy. Usually it's something on their end that's holding them up. Maybe they didn't understand something or something going on in their personal life. You want to develop a training system too. So after people get licensed, now you have to train them. So you want to develop a training system. I would do a sales meeting every single day. So I would do a daily sales meeting on Zoom at like 8 a.m. Okay, if you're working the field face-to-face, you want people to be at an appointment by 9 a.m. If you're in telesales, 8 a.m., you want people on the phone by 9 a.m. Okay, so I would do an 8 a.m. Zoom call, sales meeting, and cover a sales topic for the day. You want to have videos set up for new agents too. So essentially what you want to do is create videos. You can record on Zoom. You can buy a program called Camtasia. It's really, really good for recording on the computer. It's my favorite program for recording on the computer. Check the description. And I have a link for how you can purchase Camtasia. It's absolutely amazing. It allows you to record your screen with a camera on you, and it's perfect. So you can use that to walk agents through essentially how you sell. The whole sales process, all the carriers, how to underwrite, how to use tonality, how to use body language, like whatever part of sales that you're in, whether it's face-to-face or telesales, you want to create videos for them to watch ahead of time and maybe create little quizzes for them as well. Like, hey, at the end of this video, I want you to answer this, this, and this. Just some like basic rudimentary stuff so that they know what to do. Like how to use the quoting tools, like I said, how to underwrite, what carriers to go with in which situation. You want to have some sort of structure before they get going. Be like, hey, please watch these videos and then make sure that you understand them, and then we'll be able to get you officially cranking out, because that's the theoretical part. And then obviously there is no better way to train than actually being in the field or on the phone making sales. What you want to do the first day, you want to have an agent shadow you or a ride along if you're in the field, and then you want to shadow them. Okay, so if you're a ride along in the field, say you got an appointment book, you got a bunch of appointments booked, have that new agent shadow along with you, okay, and follow you for a couple appointments. And then be like, look, I'm going to have you run this appointment and give them the sale. If they get a sale, whatever, give it to them. Their first day, they get some money, they're going to be pumped, right? Be there, support them, okay? You want to invest money into your agents, even if it means helping them out however you can. You want to invest time into your agents, okay? Because listen, you invest money in people, it's going to get you more of a return than any investment could ever possibly get you, investing money in people. You want to do ride-alongs, or if you're in telesales, you want to figure out a way to monitor their calls. There's a program, a CRM we use, VanillaSoft. It's absolutely amazing. It's my favorite CRM for final expense telesales. What you're going to want to do is, well, if you get that and then you have your downline get that as well, you can actually listen in and monitor on their call. Okay, you can listen into their calls and help them close deals. Okay, if you want to learn about VanillaSoft, check the link in the description. You can just click it and you can set up a demo with VanillaSoft, and those guys are awesome. They'll walk you through the whole program and show you how they can custom design it for exactly what you want. You want to help new agents get sales fast. Also, I would recommend that when you're building a team, only have them sell like 2 to 3 carriers. Pick a very versatile carrier. We use American Amicable. I love American Amicable. We do a ton of business with them. My absolute favorite company to use for telesales. They have a pretty versatile and fair underwriting, okay? Don't have new agents try to write 5 or 6 different companies based on underwriting niches. Just don't. Because one, it's a couple things. One, it's way too confused. If you have them write just 1 or 2 companies, right, that have very versatile underwriting, and then obviously guaranteed issue, just be like, look, go to the client and read them the application. Don't worry about having them use cheat sheets at first. Don't worry about having to do all this crazy underwriting stuff. Just, hey, can you read this application? And then based on the application answers, what do they qualify for? It's that simple. Keep it super basic for new agents with learning carriers. So pick your favorite couple carriers to use. Now, you're also going to want to develop a relationship with your people and a relationship with your agents in your downline. Okay, that is huge. That's going to keep them working more than making money will, believe it or not. Because there's going to be times when they don't make money as a new agent. Every new agent's going to have a tough week. If they don't, then they're going to be like a monster producer. But most new agents have a tough week. There's plenty of times where they'll submit a bunch of business. It's going to be direct express, guaranteed issue, and then a deal's going to get declined. They're not going to get paid much. They're going to be like, dude, I had all these sales. It like ruins their foundation of what sales is, right? Oh, if I make sales, I make money. And then all of a sudden they're like, dude, I made sales, and then like last couple weeks I haven't made much money. It happens. So you're going to want to be there and be a support for them And you have to learn leadership, because just because you can sell, just because you can be a good manager and create all these systems, it does not mean you're a good leader. It's a totally different aspect of it. You got to learn leadership. John Maxwell has some good books on it, so you're going to want to be there for them. Listen to their problem. That's a struggle that I have. It's like, I don't know, stuff doesn't really bother me the same way it bothers other people. So when people come to me with things that I think are trivial and they're a big deal to them, I have to understand, hey, you know what? Maybe I don't understand why this is having such a big impact on their life, but what I can relate to is the emotion, and dang, that hurts, you know. And so you got to be a leader. You got to be able to understand people. Now, also, if someone is not working or not doing as much effort, it's usually misunderstanding, not misconduct. Realize that. It's usually not misconduct. It's some sort of misunderstanding on your end or their end of what they got to do or their job, or they're getting intimidated by something. I also use a program called NTask to organize all of my new agents that I'm onboarding. So NTask is a program that lets you set up a Kanban view. So what it is, it's like there's different columns. Each column you can name as part of the onboarding process. So I have like purchase license course, passed exam, got licensed, in training, you know, made first sale. And you can you put a name in there, and then you can drag and drop the name through the different columns. So it's very, very easy for me to organize that. And I have my managers using it too, so that if I need to see something of their people, I can just log into their account and check out the board. Check the link in the description as well. I have NTask in there too. If you want to check it out, if you want to buy it, it's super cheap. It's awesome. I totally love that program. So check that out. Like I said, you're going to make an investment in building a team. No one builds a team and doesn't spend any money. It's just not happening. Also, when it comes to recruiting salespeople, you have to recruit in excess. No one gets big not recruiting a lot of people. No one makes a lot of money in insurance not recruiting a lot of people. It just does not happen unless you have some like crazy marketing tactic that no one knows about, where you're getting leads like all day long, like for free almost, and people don't even have to be good to make money. You have to recruit in excess. So I'm going to tell you why you have to recruit in excess. Because look, even if you get a good agent, it doesn't mean that they're going to stick around, right? I've had plenty of good agents who were like, I don't know, this just isn't for me. I'm making good money, but it's not for me. And it's like, whoa, okay. They don't like the job. Okay, you're also going to have people that are going to commit and not show up. And then you're going to have people that you don't think are going to make it and are going to crush it. Most people will not make it through this business. I don't care what system you're in, more than 50% of people are going to be gone within their first year. Probably more than 65% of people are going to be gone within their first year. So you have to recruit in excess. You're going to have to bring a ton of people in. You're going to lose people. It's okay. It hurts me. Every time someone leaves, it hurts. But you know what? It's part of the business. It's part of the deal. So you have to recruit in excess. If you want one agent, you're going to probably want to recruit like 10 to 15. Like get them going, right? Like one like consistently producing agent. But look, it's okay when you have people who don't make a ton of money, or are they're okay with not producing a ton, or they work for 6 to 9 months and then leave or less. That's okay. Why? Because they sold some policies and you're still making money on it. You're still getting an override. You're still getting a renewal on the policies that stick. Also, if someone leaves, try to maintain that book of business so that their chargebacks don't roll up to you and absolutely crush you. Okay, so when someone leaves the industry, if they don't go into insurance anymore, try to maintain that book of business somehow. Or have your assistant do it, just to make sure that, hey, if someone cancels or they have insufficient funds or something, that it can stay on the books. But look at most people, you're going to make more money or a lot of money off the people that don't produce a ton or don't work the full year, because their commission level is not going to raise up enough, right? So anticipate most people are going to leave. And then you're also within 6 to 12 months, you're going to get some people that stick out as leaders. What you're going to want to do with those is build them as cornerstones. Side note here, beware of chargebacks. You're going to get chargebacks, which means you have to just keep selling and recruiting to compensate for those chargebacks. You want to build up cornerstones. When you have a few people that are sticking out, like, hey, this person's showing up every day, this person's doing their thing, you want to build them up. You want to invest 80% of the time that you're putting into other people into those people, okay? In a little bit, I'm going to go over some qualities of cornerstones, but you want to invest a lot of time into those people because they're important. They're going to help you build and scale your agency. So when you have new people, there's a few ways to get them connected. You want to keep them connected with you as well. What I would do, like I said, I would have daily team meetings, okay, on Zoom. I would also have everyone in a group chat. Okay, so when you're on a group chat communicating with each other, it's fun throughout the day to encourage each other to post sales. Someone can put questions in there, maybe on underwriting or something that they're struggling with or something they need help with. Post successes, keep it clean, keep it positive, 100% positive. Negativity in group chats can cause people to completely just quit. Like it really can, because you never know who's out there struggling and is going through a lot. So negativity in a group chat can cause someone to just totally Like, you never know what they're dealing with. So try to keep and enforce that, hey, all positive in the group chat. You want to do group activities as well. Say you get some of your agents on a Friday night, you're going to go take them to dinner. Right? It doesn't even have to be anything expensive, or you're going to go do something fun. Go play pool, or go bowling, or go to like a golf driving range, or go to the beach. I live near the beach, so I go to the beach. Like fun things like that. You want to do group activities that are group building and will build you up as a leader, okay? Because these people are going to follow you. You want to have influence. Have daily check-ins with people on how their day is going, and also you're going to have to spend a bunch of money on recruiting. Like building a sales team is expensive. It's going to happen. You're going to spend money, but look, keep going with it and don't give up. So at this point, you have invested money in recruiting. You've hired people, you've onboarded them, you've helped them get their license. They're getting sales, they're making some money. You're probably a year or two into building your agency. You got some people that are sticking out as pillars and cornerstones. You got some renewals come in. You're making some good money. You're getting back some of the investment that you spent initially to grow and build your organization. And you're going to have some people that are sticking out as cornerstones. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to take those cornerstones. This is how remember, we learned sales, then we learned marketing, then we built a sales team. Now we're moving to the next step, which is when you're actually building a business and you're building an agency and you're building sales teams, plural. Okay, so at this point, you're actually building out sales teams, multiple teams. So you're trying to duplicate yourself, right? First, you learn sales, you duplicate yourself and other people through building a team. Next, you build a team, and now you're duplicating yourself and other people by helping them build a team, right? So now we're kind of scaling out, and the idea is for you to have 4 or 5 people that are out there cranking it so that you can have a little bit more time, recoup on some of the time and money investment that you put in, invest time and money so that you can get time and money later. Okay, that's the idea. There's one thing that I learned with trying to help build other teams and divisions for other people. The most important thing is you cannot make someone a leader if they are not ready to be. Okay, you can't have someone build a team if they're not ready to build it. It just doesn't work. You're going to want to pick a few people that you think may be good for this, but they're not all going to work out. Okay, they're not all going to work out. And then the people that you just totally don't think would be good at this type of thing, at building a team and an agency, they may totally like shock you and absolutely crush it. Also, you could have someone you think would do very, very well at this who does very, very well at it. Okay, so you never really know until you give them the responsibility. But I'm going to go over a few different qualities of leaders here that you're going to want to look out for. Remember, the top producer does not always make a good leader. A lot of times they don't. They're just so focused on the close and sales and sales and sales and sales. That's okay. That's totally fine. But it's not okay for you to have someone who is not a good leader in a leadership position. They will spread negativity through your organization like cancer, okay? You do not want that. So I'm going to go over a few different traits here, a few different qualities of people that you're going to want to look for these in people as you're building your cornerstones in your agency. So you want to look at people who show up every single day, no matter what. Like rain, shine, snow, sleet, they're on that morning call. They are in the group chats. They are showing up at the office. Whatever the situation is, they are there every single day, grinding it out. Why is that important? Because if they're not, right, and you're going to have good producers too who like don't work every day, but they crush it, and you're like, man, this guy should build a team, or this woman should build a team. Why do you think that's bad? Because if they're not showing up every day consistently, you can't expect their agents to show up every day consistently. Because it's the law of the picture. People do what people see, not what they say. So if they're like, yeah, you should work every day, but they're not working every day, their people aren't going to want to work every day. So you have to have someone who shows up every single day. You're going to want to have someone who doesn't have to be reminded and told what to do. They just do what they should because they should do it, okay? Someone who would say, hey, handle this, and then they just go do it. Or they're out there doing their work, and you don't have to remind them to like get out of bed and tie their shoes in the morning. So another thing is people, you want to look out for people who will try to help others without asking for an override, okay? I've had people work with me that are like, yeah, I'll help. I'm not going to help that person because I'm not making money on it. That is a disgusting quality. Like, that's horrible. Someone who person doesn't like helping other people. That's just what it comes down to. So if someone's only going to help someone for an override or money, you do not want that person in a leadership position, okay? So if you want to look for people that are actively helping people for free. Now, I know it's like, hey, why would they work for free? That's what I did. I help other people and different teams and different agencies. I'm not getting paid to put this video out right now, right? So you want to look for people that are actively helping others. They're participating in the group chat, helping people with underwriting and encouragement. They are participating in the morning calls, right? They're helping people with that stuff. So that's one thing that you really, really want to look for, They're asking what they can do to help. Hey, what can we do to help motivate the team or get people going? Like, what can we do to grow? What can we do to build? People who are looking to help further the vision of the agency and the division, those are people that you're going to want to have in leadership positions. You want to look for people that other people are attracted to in terms of like wanting to work with them, wanting to talk with them. This is an extremely important one I'm going to go over right here. You want to look for people that are consistently enthusiastic. You cannot have emotional, mood swingy people in leadership positions. It just does not work out. All my people who are leaders are very stable emotionally. Like, I don't think I've ever seen them really get mad. And if they get frustrated, it's not for too long. It just kind of dissipates. They're usually generally happy. Angry, mad, sad, depressed, apathetic people, bored, they don't make good leaders. You have to have someone who's enthusiastic, because people have to be attracted to that. No one wants to go work with someone who's a grouch. And this is not management. This is leadership. It's not management. People are essentially volunteering their time when they're selling insurance. They're not getting paid by the hour. So a manager, if someone works by the hour, they can be a total jerk, be like, do this because I said. As an insurance builder, team builder, an agency builder, you can't do that. You have to lead people. You have to inspire people from within, which means you have to be enthusiastic, and you have to look for people who are enthusiastic and happy. So that's a huge quality and a huge trait, okay? When people can maintain stability and maintain positivity through tough times and tough weeks, those are people who are great role models. They're also always training to get better. Okay, you're going to want to look for people who are always trying to train and get better. People who are always in training, like I said, or they're like, oh, dude, check out this video. Like, this was really good. I watched this. I really, really like it. Because look, they've been doing this for a couple years now, a year or two, and they're still trying to get better every single day. Why is that important? Because their people that they bring on are going to they're going to see them doing that. They're going to see them if you're not going to train, you can't expect your people to train. Okay, you have to be more committed. You have to be more bought in. You have to be more enthusiastic than the people that you bring in. You have to be more like driven to make it happen. You're going to want to look for people who are training every day, because that's going to pass along a really good trait and quality to one of their new agents. You want to look for people who make quick decisions on their feet and aren't scared to make a decision. You're also going to want to look for people who are okay with giving power to others, empowering other people. That's a big thing for me, is being like, hey, you can do this and have 100% full control over that. I'm always like thinking that it's going to mess up, but I can't do that. You can't grow and do everything yourself. It's just not going to happen. It's part of like hiring an assistant. That's a good way to do it. Okay, good leaders always find a way to win, and they have good ethic inside of work and outside of work. So you want to look like at what someone's activities are outside of work too. If they're like out partying every night, or they're doing drugs, or they are not good to other people in their life, that's not the type of person that you probably want to have in a leadership position, because those ethics will pass down. It's probably going to ruin the people it's going to ruin their chances of developing a good agent. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't people who do unethical stuff who have large insurance teams, because I'm sure there are, but I'm just saying it's going to help for them to make sure that they're good people. They have good relationships, maybe a stable relationship with their spouse. They're doing nice things, and they're generally upholding a high level of ethics. They don't have to display every single one of these characteristics, but that is someone, like if they're displaying a good amount of those, that's someone that you're going to want to get in a position where they can go build an agency and they can build the team just like you did. That's someone that you want to duplicate yourself in to help them grow and scale a sales team. Now, how do you do that? Well, it's going to be a financial investment if you want to do it fast. I want to do it fast, or I do want to do it fast. I'm working right now on helping my guys totally crush it with their teams. You're going to have to invest money in recruiting, all right? Because look, these guys are going to be taking a step back from their personal production to build a team. Now, what's that mean? Well, they're not going to be making as much money off their sales. And if they're not making as much money off their sales, and they have to invest money in recruiting and time into their agents, it's got to come from somewhere. I spend about $8,000 to $10,000 a month on recruiting to help my guys build up their team. Yes, am I going to make an override on it too? Yeah, but I mean, I want to invest into my people, because I'd rather invest into my people than anything else, right? I mean, help them grow and help me grow. I mean, the only way that you're going to grow is if you help other people grow too. That's the only way to do it. No one's self-made. Get the idea of being self-made entrepreneur out of your head. Entrepreneurs don't make a lot of money. Business owners make a lot of money. Right? Intrapreneur, like people who work together, make a lot of money. So help other people make money. Invest into their recruiting. Help that, give them hires, give them recruits, scale out. You're going to get to a point when you have like 15 to 20 writing agents, usually 15 to 25 agents writing business every week. Once you get to that point, it's like you're tapped out. You can't put more time into people. Like you're spread too thin at that point. You're going to be getting spread too thin. So that's when you have to hire those cornerstones. When you're getting like 15 to 25 agents writing business every week, that's when you're going to want to be like, hey, who are my cornerstones? Who am I going to duplicate myself in? If you don't do that, you're going to be slamming your head against 15 to 25 writing agents for a decade. Okay, so like consistent producers. So you want to scale that out. You want to look for these cornerstones. Help them recruit. Okay, get them people on job boards. Hire another assistant to handle just their recruiting. That's what I did. I hired another assistant that handles all the interviews and all that recruiting stuff for the guys that I'm helping build teams. Okay. You want to write down exactly what you did, duplicate it, teach them the systems and processes that made your life a lot easier and a lot smoother and saved you time. Okay, because it's going to be stressful for them. They're going to take a financial haircut. Anybody who goes to build a team is going to take a financial haircut. That is what, they're going to pull back a little bit on their personal production. They're going to make a little less money up front for the first few months to make a lot more money down the road. So you're going to want to prepare them for that. Like, hey, look, you're going to make a little less money. You're going to have to invest time into your people because now you are helping other people sell. It's not just like, oh, here's a downline. And people think building a team sometimes is like, oh, I got this person licensed. They're just going to go sell and make me a ton of money. No, that's not the case at all. You have to invest time into your people and show them what to do. And you got to get them rolling quick. You got to show them how to make money fast because people need to make money. And most people can't see past next Friday. Like I did. Most people can't see past next Friday. And like I didn't make much money at all when I started, right? But like now down the road, I'm making pretty good money. So you have to prepare people for that. Also, you want to be patient. You want to help them do it, but you do want to kind of take some sort of a hands-free approach so that they can learn what to do on their own because they're going to have to learn how to lead people. They're going to run into their own like hard knocks learning a little bit. And also, the only way you're really going to grow is if you stop micromanaging people, kind of macro manage, lead them, and empower them to be able to make decisions and do things on their own. Because you know what? They're going to find out things that they're going to be better at than you are. And they're going to have those qualities. And if you find something that maybe they're lacking in that you're good in, then you can help them with that. But you have to empower other people. You have to put some power into their hands. Let them use your training systems to put the agents through. You can still run trainings and help them train their agents because if you can get them with a team built up quick, then they're going to have the income to be able to just kind of go do it on their own. Hey, maybe duplicate themselves again. You're going to want to hold leadership development events for your team. Like that's always cool. I mean, you have people fly in or like go to them and like have like a leadership development thing. Work with them on being a leader. You're going to want to invest, once you start trying to build other people's teams, you're going to want to invest most of your time into those people in making their lives easier and helping build them up because those are the people that are going to totally change your life. Those are the people that are going to help you make more money and have less time that you have to put in work so that you can put in more time into other things that you may want in your life. So invest time and money to get time and money, okay? Invest time and money to get time and money. And you're going to want to help them do the same thing. So just like we went through, you're going to want to help them teach their people sales. You're going to want to help them teach their people, you're going to want to help them learn how to identify cornerstones for their agents. You're going to want to help them duplicate themselves. So after they've been doing it for about 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months, there's going to be some cornerstones that they have on their team that are going to stick out. Like, hey, this person's a rock star. Cool. Well, let's invest a lot of time into them and maybe give them an extra bonus or an extra incentive to help them earn a little bit of extra cash. Treat people special who are special. Treat the special people special. Like, that's really what it comes down to. So I hope you guys like this video. Really what it is, it's how to build and scale an insurance agency. So we started at the sales, and then we learned marketing, and then we built a sales team, and then we build sales teams. Once it gets to that point, you have an agency.